What was that, 10 yards?
Holy crap! I heard him drum and I was like, oh man.
He come out 7, 8 yards from you, dude. Go get your bird, man. Go get him. Get your gun up. Let me turn it around. Kill him. Woo! 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 What was that, 10 yards?
Holy crap! I'm shaking.
Hey, was that worth the drive,
oh my God,
son?
dude.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pull your face mask down. Oh.
I heard him drum and I was like, oh man.
He come out 7, 8 yards from you, dude. Go get your bird, man. Go get him. Pick him up, man. He's a good one, too. Oh, yeah. You can drop him. You can drop him. Just stay on his head. There you go. Oh, man. Jesse Fish. What you think about it, son?
Man, that was awesome. Come on, Bubba.
Take a step to your left, man.
What's that?
I said take a step to your left. I want to be able to get a video of you. I'm down in here hunkered. I can't get up. There you go. There you go. Right there.
Man, my heart won't stop beating.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Hey, go go ahead and pull your face mask down. What you think about it?
Man,
huh?
That was awesome. I heard him drum right there.
Yeah, he ain't gobbled in what, half an hour?
Yes, sir.
Let me set this bipod up where I can stand up. I want to come over and be with you. I'm down in this hole down here, trying to hide.
Man, my heart is about to beat out.
Man, just take a deep breath, brother. Hey, before we do anything else, I'm gonna text Cuz. Well, yeah, I'm gonna let you do that.
No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you do it.
What?
We'll do that in a minute. Let's just celebrate right now.
Say this though. Thing is, he asked me not to.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not gonna say a word to nobody.
Well, yeah, so I gotta keep the secret till he calls me. Man.
Man, you don't have no idea how happy I am to be here with you, man. Oh, you son, you jelly-headed that joker. Man. Look at me, I'm shaking. Dude, I have never seen anybody jelly-head a turkey like that.
Well, it's 7 yards. One of his spurs is missing.
You know what? He either broke it off, but there's a genetic in this area right here. I've actually killed big old mature birds with no spurs. Really? Yeah, and that's what that is right there. He's had an injury, but he's got a good spur right there. He's a good 2-year-old. He's got an 8-9 inch beard. I want you to look at that head, son. When you talk about jelly head and a turkey, that's exactly what you're talking about.
Man, my heart just won't stop beating. Man,
hey, guess what? You know what's better than that? You get to go take a nap. Oh, so man.
Pretty. So pretty.
Dude, he might have a 10-inch beard. See, he's got some Osceola in him. See how broke the wing bars are? He got a little bit of Osceola in him. We're right on that line right here. Hey, that's that turkey that we heard gobble way down yonder. He come up that road and turned to come right here. That turkey that was back in here, he went that way. It don't ever get old, man. It don't ever get old.
Man, I still can't believe how quiet that was. And there was at least one. I think I heard another one fly over through here or back that way, but there was at least another one that flew this way.
So let me ask you a question. The guys that you've hunted with over the years, have they ever been that patient? What I mean by that is, how often did I call? Every half hour after we got set down?
My brother, no, he is not that patient at all.
What you shaking for?
On public land, no, we don't have hardly anything like this. Our go fields are grown up. And,
oh yeah. Dude, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I've hunted with you this morning. The biggest problem for you is you haven't had the best dirt to hunt. That's the biggest problem, and that's what people don't understand. Good dirt is worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of. I shouldn't say that. Good dirt is worth. It's just so much easier to hunt and good, and that's all you needed. You just needed a place to hunt. You could have done this right by yourself this morning, but I knew the land and I knew the layout. Did they?
Yep.
That may be my. Well, he left.
Oh, did he?
But no, we knew these birds were here, and I know this territory, and so what it was, being able to know where they're roosting, where they feed, all this kind of stuff. I mean, you can't ask nothing better than that. But I'm telling you, where was he at?
He couldn't have been.
Right here?
Probably something right here.
There's blood right there. So you shot him, he was standing closer than that.
Because I was waiting for him to come around.
That's 8 yards. 6 steps. 7 steps.
7 steps.
7 steps.
I would have never expected that close. I would have expected to catch him back here.
Well, you know, I told you they'd come out of either those 2 corners or these 2 corners. And just slip right in here. Yeah, that's where you shot. That's where it came out the other side right there. Yeah. Let me go grab this other camera.
Man, I still can't just believe it. Man, I haven't shook like this in a long time.
me grab this up again.
The one shot of TSS I got, I use it 7 steps.
Well, I can tell you one thing. You absolutely jellied that joker. Let me get this thing. Dude, man, I'm shaking so bad I can't understand.
I can't stop shaking.
I'm gonna get Matthew to come back here and pick us up.
Man, they're...
Look at that, man. I cannot, I mean, just absolutely beautiful bird.
I can't thank you enough, Steve.
Oh man, hey, I'm just tickled to be here with you. This means more to me than ever killing a bird by myself.
I can't stop shaking, man.
Yeah.
I was afraid I'd miss them that quick.
Yeah, hey, that's what that's why I was telling you earlier. You gotta, it's better just to take your time rather than missing.
Can't stop shaking.
Yeah, let me see that. I'm gonna get that right there. Just stick your hand straight out.
Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate this.
You're more than welcome, man. Hey, we're gonna be lifelong friends. We won't neither one of us ever forget this day.
Now you just got to teach me how to make it look that easy.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, I've been the beneficiary of hunting with Eddie has taught me a whole lot. Obviously, Andy and my buddies like that have taught me a lot. Different hunters I've hunted with, you can always learn from everybody.
Oh, yes,
there ain't nobody that knows it all, and having good ground. This is hunting club ground. This ain't public, but it certainly ain't a place that I hunt all by myself. I mean, there was 3 other hunters right there this morning. Crow calling right there. So I mean, these birds have been got after. There's been 5 birds killed right here within a quarter mile of where we're standing. So I tell you, he's a good bird. But he's been going hard. I mean, he's lost some weight, but he's a good bird, man.
Man,
especially for your first one.
Still just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Man, how about blew it all apart right there?
Hey, is there anything like it?
No, sir.
What happened when you heard that?
My heart dropped. My heart dropped, and I second guessed everything about moving, anything.
Yeah. Well, I want to show everybody. Where we're at right here. All right, so you can see behind me right here where the bird's laying, and so I'm gonna come right here. This is where I'm standing, right where the bird was. I'm standing right here where the bird was standing at the edge of the field. I'm gonna flip this around so you can see it. All right, so there's the decoy right there, and the bird was standing right here where I'm at. There's blood and stuff here. Jesse was 7 steps. Now I know it looks like a little further on video camera, but I'm telling you, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there was about one more, 6 or 7 steps.
One.
Yeah, so 7 steps from the base of that tree, right there. 7 steps. This is what the gobbler saw. He didn't see nothing but obsession camo and nothing. He didn't see nothing but bushes. So,
man, I was afraid. I thought I was going to have to wait for him to go around that pine tree so I could raise my gun because he was so close. And as soon as that tail fan came and it blocked his head.
You did perfect, man. You waited till he turned. You were patient. I mean, it was like a pro, man. You did great. All he had to do was give him some time. He didn't have no idea. His attention was on that decoy. And then he turned, showed him the back of his fan to you. He couldn't see nothing that was happening. You just brought your gun up. You waited for him to turn around. I cut. He raised his head. Boom, you killed him. Perfect. Perfect.
Man, I wouldn't have changed a thing, man. And I tell you what, just how we started off thinking we were going to get on that other bird.
Yep.
It helps me understand even more, not to be aggressive in some situations, but to, be patient in others. And this patience certainly paid off, especially after you know, we didn't even spook her, but she saw movement over here.
She saw, yeah, I was sitting back in there. There was a little gap. This is where he came in from right here. And he was walking, and the hen had walked down this road already. Well, when she got about right there, I didn't realize it until I looked up. She was standing there. There's a little gap in the bushes behind all this thick stuff. And I'm tucked way down in the bottom back there. And somehow she saw me, so I took and cut some branches. She didn't leave fast or anything. She just kind of clucked a little bit and putted and left, you know, walking slowly. So I just back up and reached up and grabbed me some limbs and cut some limbs so we could, you know, put them to the left of me. And had she not done that, he might have got me. But when he drummed, he was literally, first time he drummed, he was 15 yards from Jesse. And so he had no idea he was coming. I try to, you know, you try to tell people being still is probably one of the number one things that, in my opinion, that cost people birds.
Cost me birds, I promise you that.
You got to be still, and you know the best thing to do is get hidden really, really well. Don't have the sun on you, and get in the shade, get tucked back in there real well, and just be patient. Sometimes it's best just to ride it out. If you've got birds in the area, and you've heard them gobbling, you know, within 200, 300, 400 yards of you, why get up and walk around and bust them? You know, give them till 10, 10:30. You know, if you're set up in a good spot, give them till 10, 10:30, and you know, give them that time to move around and hear your call. He come in all by himself. There was no hens with him, so how that happened, I have no idea. But that bird that was gobbling right across this little bay right over here this morning, he had a bunch of hens with him. So when he hit the ground, he gobbled 3 or 4 times. He was done. So we heard this bird gobbling way off north of us. So anyway.
Thanks again, Steve.
Oh, bud, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Man.
I want you just to, well, I'm going to quit talking. I want you just to relax and just kind of soak this in. I'm going to just kind of get out of your way.
Oh, man, I think I'm just overwhelmed.
Yep, I think you are too, and you should be after 10 years. But I'm just going to kind of get out of the way and let you relax for a minute. You've had a long night.
Brother, I promise you I'm wide awake.
I know you are. But tell you what we're fixing to do. We're fixing to get my son to come in here. We're going to get my son Matt to come in here and pick us up. We're going to go to breakfast. Get some sausage gravy and biscuits and grits and eggs and relive the hunt one more time.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but all kidding aside, just take it in. You've earned this one.
Man, they're just so beautiful.
They are. We're going to get some pictures right here too.
Tell you what, they look like downright dinosaurs whenever they're walking up.
Yes, they do.
This joker's been rode hard and put up wet. You said you think he's about 2 years old?
I think he's a 2-year-old bird.
Thought I just heard another bird.
Oh, I'm sure they're here.
We get behind this one and reap them. Don't want Andy showing up somewhere.
I'm on.
Man, it's just so pretty. I tore him up for sure. Man, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
I still can't stop shaking. That breastbone is so predominant. Yeah, that's about as awake as you get right there. That was worth driving through the night.
I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's just relax and let my son come in here, and we don't have to walk all the way out of here. And we'll take some pictures and do some things, and we'll go get us some breakfast and just relax.
I appreciate that.
Oh,
so much,
man. Well, the cool thing is where you live right there in Pensacola. I've got a hunting camp there in Alabama,
Really?
and it's an evergreen. It's heavy and nice leaves.
Gotcha.
We have about 1,100 acres, and we bow hunt only. And so you deer hunt, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna have you up at camp deer hunt. Man, that's awesome.
I don't even have words for it.
Boom! I'm loving it right now. Loving it.